Podcast 28. Know your reason.
Awaken the leader inside. Follow the path of leadership. Never give up. Never stop trying. Get up. Believe in yourself. Not every day is going to be easy, but you got to challenge yourself. You need courage. Be ready. Stop waiting for it to happen. Go make it happen. Harness the power within. You were destined to be a leader. Follow the path of leadership. Awaken the leader inside.
Podcast 28. Know your reason. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. My name's Dave Rubalcava, and I'm your host here at Awaken the Leader Inside. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode. I appreciate it. And if you're new, I appreciate you guys taking your time to listen in to this episode. So just want to let you guys know we are on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. Once again, we are recording remotely right now. We're not in studio. It's just been kind of hectic with my schedule to make that happen. But I did want to share with you guys at least one last episode that we talk about the Foundation series. It's been really cool, you guys, just sharing this stuff. And it's really even helping me to remember what it was like being a new leader. And as I talk with my own leaders, it just helps me remember. Sometimes you don't know what you don't know, right? As you're inexperienced and you're growing and you're developing, sometimes you just don't know what to expect or what to anticipate coming down the pipeline as you grow as a leader. So it's been really cool just sharing with you guys and checking back in and getting some of the feedback about the Foundation series. So I just wanted to let you guys know as a reminder that you can listen to all of the episodes that have talked about the Foundation. Some of them were very early on in the podcast, and then as of late, we've been talking about them the last few episodes, but only at awakentheleaderinside.com can you actually pull down the tab and find the series Foundation. And so from this point on, even in the future, if at any point we reference the Foundation series or we take a deeper look into it, any episode that has to do with the Foundation series will be attached to that. So it's a little bit easier if you want to go back and just double check and just listen to very specific podcasts about the Foundation or even any of the 7 values of leadership. It's a little bit easier than to, go to the playlist and try to figure out which ones pertain to it. So I kind of made it easy for you guys, but you can only do that on my website, awakentheleaderinside.com. Okay, so what I wanted to share with you guys this episode is knowing your reason. And I'm going to tell you, over the years, this has become more and more important as I share, and especially for new leaders, I start to share why this is so important. And I think the reason why knowing your reason is important is because you have to really figure out why you are going to endure this. And I want you just to think about, any sports or any time that you've had to deal with a lot of pressure or a lot of hardship trying to get a position, you have to ask yourself, am I willing to go through that? Am I willing to take the hits to make the team? Am I willing to endure all the running and all the things that come along with trying to make a team? You ask yourself, why? Why am I willing to subject myself to some of those hardships? Because there's passion in it, right? And for everyone, there's going to be a different reason. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you which one's a more valid than another or which one resonates more and will help you. But I think it's really important for you to understand your why, because it's going to come into play at some pivotal moment in your career, some pivotal moment where you may be hitting a breaking point, that it's important to understand why you made this choice to become a leader. And if you don't consciously know that, when you cross that bridge, I promise you it is going to be the most difficult and probably the hardest thing you've ever experienced, because you'll run out of a reason as to why I continue to put myself in a position where I'm criticized, where I'm challenged, where my leadership is challenged. So I think it's really important to take a deep look. Now, I'm not going to tell you all the reasons, what reasons are valid and which ones are not, like I said, but I will tell you a few of them that I've come to recognize that will set you up to fail. And the first one is going to be money. I'm going to tell you right now, in one of the most honest moments that I can have with you guys, money seems like it's a motivating factor until you get it. And even though, yes, they're going to pay you more money as you move into leadership roles, you get paid more money for the responsibility. That's what comes with it. But I will share with you and be transparent with you that money is not enough. Because when those hardships come and you start to get challenged, the first thing that I've ever heard out of anyone's mouth is that they don't pay me enough to deal with this. And the truth is, yes, they do. But it's not enough. Because of when you experience it, when life is good, it's like, yeah, they're paying me more money and everything is great. It's the hardships that you experience that start to make you second guess whether that money is worth it. And I'm going to tell you, leadership is very challenging and you're going to have to make a lot of sacrifices. So when monetary is your number one driving force behind wanting to move up or wanting to establish yourself as a leader, you're going to face quite a few hardships that are going to make you second guess whether it's enough money. And I'll be honest with you, as I move throughout my career, everybody wants more money. That's just a given. Everyone wants more money so that we can buy and we can spend and have more buying power. But at the end of the day, what you're trading for that money is the level of responsibility that you're going to endure in your role. So that's one thing. Another reason that I've heard, and it seems kind of silly, but I've heard it time after time, is that I don't know why I wanted to do this. I don't know. I just kind of was in the right position and, someone thought I was doing great and they helped promote me. But I don't really know why I wanted to become a leader. Now I'm going to tell you that's actually what happened to me. And in the beginning, I was so excited. Hey, they're going to pay me more money. Yeah, I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. But when push came to shove, and this is, maybe 15 years ago or something like that, very early, I was still in my first few years of being a leader. I didn't really have a why other than you're paying me good money, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to tell you, that was probably some of the most difficult times and lonely years in my life. And I've shared it with you guys. The first 4 years being a leader were probably the most challenging. But some of this had to do with that. I didn't really know why I wanted to do this other than being compensated because you're paying me more. And it led to so many gut-wrenching moments where I was an absolute failure because I just didn't understand what leadership was about. And it's about sacrifice, and it's about you leading people and you guiding people. It's not about me anymore. And so I dealt with so many hardships because I just really didn't figure out why I wanted to do this. And so when you think about your why, it's really important that you identify why you want to make this choice. And I will tell you my why. And it took me a while to figure out why I chose to be a leader, or why I continue. There's probably a better way of saying it. Why I continue to be a leader is at some moment in my life, I realized nobody was there to help me. Nobody was there to guide me. And I just failed all the time. And I didn't know how to pick myself back up. I didn't know how to measure my leadership. I didn't know how to understand what is even holding me back. And so I learned things in such a hard way, in such a difficult way, that I made a promise to myself as I got better. Right? Once I was open to feedback, and once I was open to understanding, hey, I suck at life right now and I'm not a good leader. And once I accepted that in my heart, I was willing to listen to figure out how to get better. And then things changed immediately within that next year. I think I got promoted twice. It was a lot of stuff. But I remember what that felt like, those lonely moments where you're struggling with trying to figure out why you're failing, or why things are not going the way that you planned them to, and why you can't get to where you want to. And so in my life, I realized I made a choice that I was going to help others overcome that hurdle. I was going to teach others how to identify why they are failing in life, why they're failing in their careers, and why they're failing with their own leadership. And as I went into that portion of development, everything changed for me, because then I realized I can develop people to be successful without them experiencing my own personal hardships. I can teach them a faster, smarter, more nimble way to maneuver in their careers to find success. But it all started with me wanting to teach others. That became my why. And because I have so much passion in that, it's always helped me overcome when I hit a wall. It's always helped me when I felt like maybe I wasn't connecting to someone. Maybe I need to do something different to reach them. That's because it was important to me. And so when you look at your why, you have to really dig a little bit deeper beyond the surface to understand what drives you, what is driving your response to want to do this, because you're going to need to depend on it when you hit a wall. And this happens all the time in your first year of being a leader. So you have to know, why are you choosing to walk this path? Now, I'm going to tell you, in the future, your path will get easier. It will. You will grow. You will be smarter. You will learn how to help others, and you will find that you can drive results. But it's not going to happen in your first year the way you anticipate. It is going to be filled with a lot of struggles and hardships. And you have to hold on to what you know and why you chose this as you're maneuvering through that playing field, as you're maneuvering through the course to figure out your own leadership. Hold on to your why. And it's going to become one of the most critical things that you're going to need in the foundation of your leadership to catapult you into finding your leadership and your success. So I want to leave you with this, you guys, as we close out the foundation series. Things are going to be challenging. Things are going to be tough. But just like any obstacle in life, when you accept that this is going to be a fight, when you accept that this is going to be difficult, you will prepare yourself for that battle. You will prepare yourself to endure the hardships. So you have to be transparent in understanding what it's going to be like and how hard it's going to be. Ask anybody that's ever been a leader, anybody in your office, anybody in your store, ask them how their first year of being a leader was. And they're all going to say the same thing. It was the most challenging thing they've ever experienced. It pushed them to the breaking point. So we've got to come to terms as we close this series, at least for now. You have to come to terms with the truth. This is going to be a battle. This is going to be a battle for your career. This is going to be a battle to develop your leadership, but it's going to be a morale battle as you continue to fight and struggle through your hardships. But I promise you, as you overcome these things and your confidence begins to build, you're going to realize how much potential you have to change the course in front of you. And not only you, but to change the course of others as you teach them and you share with them and you're transparent with them what it took to become successful. So buckle down, get ready for it. Ask for a lot of feedback from others. You can reach out to me, like I said before, david@awakentheleaderinside.com. Email me. I will spend time with you. I will connect with you and share with you. But you're going to have to make that step. And you just have to be very, very focused on navigating the playing field, and don't let the small things create setbacks for you. I believe that within each of us, there lies a leader who needs awakening, and that person is you. You have to awaken that leadership within you. You have to make a choice to do that and know your reason why and hold on to it, protect it, because people may try to take it from you or to destroy it. That is a reality of the world we live in now. Not everybody's going to support you. Not everybody's going to believe in you. But I do. And you're going to set the stage for your own career and your own leadership development because you chose to. Stay tuned for the next podcast. Always remember, awaken the leader inside.